It's easy to let life circumstances, the opinions of others, or society's expectations define who we are and where we're going. But here's the truth. Your life is yours, and you are the one who gets to decide how it unfolds. You are the author of your own story. So many people spend their time allowing others to dictate their path, whether it's through criticism, influence, or the pressure to conform. They follow the script that others have written for them, and before they know it, they've become a character in someone else's narrative. But you're not a supporting role in someone else's dream. You are the lead character in your own life. Stop giving other people the pen to your story. You hold that pen. It's time to take control of your narrative, your decisions, and your destiny. The road ahead may be difficult, and there may be challenges along the way, but those are the pages that make the story richer. You get to choose how to write them. You may have been told who you are or who you should be, but that doesn't define you. You are not bound by your past mistakes, your failures, or the doubts others have placed on you. You have the power to rewrite any chapter, to change the plot, and to take your story in any direction you choose. Think about all the great stories that have inspired generations, the ones where the hero rises, the underdog wins, and the impossible becomes possible. That's the power you have in your own life. You get to choose whether you stay stuck in the same chapter or whether you turn the page and start a new journey. So stop living on someone else's terms. Don't let anyone else tell you who you should be, what you should do, or how you should live your life. Your dreams are yours to pursue. Your challenges are yours to face. Your future is yours to create. Own your story with pride, with purpose, and with the understanding that only you can write it. The world doesn't get to decide what you can and can't do. You do. So pick up your pen, start writing, and make every chapter of your life something worth reading. Your life is a masterpiece in progress, and you are the author. How often do we find ourselves stuck in the past, replaying old mistakes, or constantly worrying about the future, wondering what could go wrong? We live in a world where our minds are constantly racing, focused on everything except the present moment. But here's the truth. The present moment is all you really have. The past is gone. It's done. You can't change it. No amount of regret, guilt, or what-ifs can alter what's already happened. And the future? It's uncertain. It hasn't even happened yet. You can plan, but you can't control it. The only moment you have control over is right now, this moment. The power of now lies in the fact that this very second is the only time you can take action. You can't change the past, and you can't control the future. But you can choose what you do with the present. What you decide to do right now determines the path you're walking and shapes the future you're building. Think about it. How many times have you missed opportunities because you were too focused on what happened before or too fearful of what might come next? You are wasting precious moments of your life by not embracing the now. The present moment is your power. It's where your potential lies. When you focus on the present, you shift your energy. You stop being consumed by what you can't change, and instead, you direct your efforts toward what you can. This is where true transformation happens, in the here and now. Every decision you make, every action you take, is a result of your ability to live fully in this moment. Living in the now doesn't mean ignoring the past or future. It means acknowledging them, learning from them, and using them to guide you. But you can't live there. You have to be present. When you are present, your mind is clear, your actions are deliberate, and your heart is aligned with your purpose. The power of now is a reminder to stop postponing your life for a future that may never come. Don't wait for someday. Don't put off your dreams, your passions, or the life you want to live. What are you waiting for? The only thing standing between you and the life you desire is your choice to take action right now. So embrace the present, own it, live in it, because now is the only moment that truly matters. From the moment we are born, society starts building expectations for us. We are told what to do, how to behave, and even who we should become. The world has a script ready for us, written long before we had the chance to think for ourselves. But what if we don't fit the script? What if we want more? Breaking the norm isn't about rejecting everything or defying society just for the sake of rebellion. It's about choosing your own path. It's about realizing that you are not confined to the narrow definitions of success, happiness, or fulfillment that the world hands to you. We live in a world that often tells us to stay in line and follow the rules. But the reality is that those rules are not always the keys to success. In fact, many of the greatest innovators, leaders, and visionaries in history have achieved what they did by rejecting the status quo and challenging the conventional wisdom. They took risks, trusted their instincts, and refused to let societal norms dictate their potential. Think about it. Every breakthrough, every change, every transformation started with someone saying, "This isn't the way it's supposed to be, and I'm going to do it differently." When you break the norm, you're not just changing your life, you're paving a new road for others to follow. You are challenging outdated traditions, creating new possibilities, and showing the world that there are no limits to what's possible. When you stop accepting what is and start creating what could be. It's easy to look around and see others following the crowd, conforming to expectations, playing it safe. It feels comfortable to do what everyone else is doing. But comfort never changed the world. The greatest accomplishments have always come from people who weren't afraid to stand out, to be different, to question everything they were told was normal. Breaking the norm requires courage. It requires stepping into the unknown and embracing uncertainty. But it also requires belief in yourself. Belief that your ideas, your vision, and your dreams are worth pursuing, even if they don't fit into the box that others have created for you. Paving your own path means embracing your uniqueness. It means trusting that your journey is just as valuable, just as important, and just as worthy of respect as anyone else's. And that's where the real power lies, in your individuality. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for validation. You don't need approval to live your truth. The world needs your authenticity, your perspective, and your willingness to defy convention. So break the norm. Challenge the expectations that others place on you. Create your own path, make your own rules, and when you do, you'll discover a life filled with possibilities that you never imagined. You are not here to be ordinary. You are here to be extraordinary. And that starts with daring to break the norm. We've all faced setbacks, disappointments, and failures at some point in our lives. In those moments, it can feel like the world is crumbling around us. The weight of failure can be heavy, and it's easy to think that it's the end of the road. But failure is not the end. In fact, failure is temporary. What defines you isn't the fall, it's what you do after you fall. How do you rise? How do you bounce back? That's where true strength lies. The real measure of success is in your ability to get up after every fall. Failure is a part of life. It's an inevitable part of growth. Think about any great achievement or success you admire. It was built on a foundation of failures, lessons learned, and moments where the person could have quit but didn't. The most successful people aren't the ones who never fail, they're the ones who don't let failure stop them. It's easy to be discouraged when things don't go as planned, when things don't unfold the way you hoped. But that's when you have to dig deep. The first step is to understand that failure doesn't define you. It's a moment in time, not a permanent state. The true definition of success is about how you respond to adversity. When you fail, don't let it hold you down. Don't let it make you question your worth or your potential. Instead, see it for what it is. An opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become better. Every failure is a lesson wrapped in experience. It teaches you something new about yourself, your strengths, and what you're capable of. It teaches you to be resilient, to adapt, and to evolve. The people who succeed don't avoid failure, they embrace it. They understand that failure is a stepping stone to success. It's the soil in which the seeds of greatness are planted. Every time you rise, every time you try again, you're getting closer to your goals. When you fail, don't ask, "Why me?" Instead, ask, "What can I learn from this?" Ask yourself, "How can I come back stronger?" Because every time you rise, you build resilience. Every time you rise, you gain experience, wisdom, and strength. Failure doesn't knock you down permanently. It only teaches you how to rise even higher. So the next time you face failure, don't let it define you. Remember that failure is temporary. What matters most is the decision to rise, to keep going, and to never give up. How you rise is what will carry you to success. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't that the successful never fail, it's that they keep rising every time they fall. Failure isn't permanent. Your ability to rise is what will last forever. We've all seen the movies, heard the stories, and watched the heroes rise to save the day. We're often led to believe that someone will come along to fix our problems, make everything right, or pull us out of the mess we're in. But here's the harsh truth. No one is coming to save you. The reality is, you are the hero of your own story. No one knows your struggles like you do, and no one can fight your battles for you. The world is full of challenges, obstacles, and setbacks. But you have the power to rise above them. You have the strength to overcome. Waiting for someone else to change your circumstances or make things better is a trap. It's easy to fall into the mindset that if only someone would help, if only the right person would step in, things would improve. But this mindset leaves you powerless and dependent on others. It's time to realize that you are the one who has the power to change your life. Being your own hero isn't about having all the answers or being perfect. It's about taking responsibility for your own life and actions. It's about understanding that no one else can walk your journey for you. The choices you make today, the actions you take, and the mindset you adopt, that is what shapes your destiny. Your circumstances don't define you. Your strength, your resilience, your determination to push forward, those are the things that define who you are. When life knocks you down, you have the power to get back up. When the road gets tough, you have the will to keep going. You have the ability to turn setbacks into comebacks. No one can tell your story like you can. No one can fight for your dreams like you can. The journey is yours to take, and you get to decide how it unfolds. There's no need to wait for a savior. You are the one who has the power to make things happen. This doesn't mean you have to do it all alone. Seeking support, asking for help, and learning from others are part of the process. But never forget that you are the one in charge. No one else can live your life or make your choices. Your success, your happiness, your fulfillment, they all come from your decision to take charge, no matter how hard the path may seem. So stop waiting for someone else to come to the rescue. Step into your own power. Take control of your future and make the changes you've been waiting for. You have everything you need to be your own hero. The world is waiting to see you rise. Take action and carve out the life you deserve. It's time to take charge of your destiny, because only you can make it happen.